guys, what's up? I sent you guys a list of topics that I'm going to cover. So first is ICT breakers. So the usage and using invalidation to our advantage. Okay. So now when we form breakers, now again, I have no clue why my cursor is not showing when I'm showing you guys the presentation. So I'm going to have to show it to you guys on the chart itself. All right. So as you can see, these are how breakers form. So breakers form inside of points of interest, right? So whenever we see that point of interest and when price reacts from it, closing above or below a high or low, that's a breaker. Okay. Now, of course, you have the breaker high, the 50% of the breaker and the breaker low for the bearish breaker and the bullish breaker. Okay. Now, a lot of people, most of the time, when I look at charts online, they have zero clue what a breaker is. They just show cherry-picked examples. Okay. A breaker, as ICT says, it breaks the backs of people that are already long, already short. Yeah, it takes them out of the marketplace and then drops or then goes higher. Okay. For a bearish breaker, you can see you need to have a high, higher high, and a drop. For a bullish breaker, you can see that we need a low, lower low, and then a rally. Now, when we are looking at a bearish breaker, we want to see price close below that breaker's low. Okay, so you have a high, you have a low, and then you have a higher high, right? So we need to see price close below that low. Okay, if it does not close below that low, it is not a breaker. That invites the usage of fair value gaps and order blocks within that broken range. Okay, for a bullish breaker, we have a low, high, lower low, and then price proceeds to go higher. So the moment price closes above that high, that up close candle or that series of up close candles, that is your bullish breaker. Okay. So the factors to consider when choosing breakers. Now you can see, as I explained, to form a bullish breaker, you need to see price closing above the breaker candle. And to form a bearish breaker, you need to see price closing below the breaker candle. And one of the most important things is that the price leg forming the breaker must come from a valid POI. So it can come from a fair value gap. It can even come from another breaker. It can come from a order block. It can come from so many things. Okay. Invalidation of breakers. Now, we know how we get reactions, right? So every time we have a valid POI, we are going to get reactions. So we can have a fair value gap reaction, we can have a breaker reaction, we can have an order block reaction. Yeah. So a bullish breaker is invalid when the swing low causing the reaction to the bullish breaker is closed below. So let's say you have a low that's reacting from the breaker, and now price suddenly closes down below that low. That is a break in market structure. Okay, a bearish breaker is invalid when the swing high causing the reaction to the bearish breaker is closed above. So now we have a bearish breaker, right? So the bearish breaker, when we have a swing high coming off of it, that's a reaction. Okay, so now when price trades above it and closes above it, that is now a break in market structure, and it is no longer a reaction to the bearish breaker. Okay, when price doesn't close above it, then that's still a valid breaker. Okay, same thing for a bullish breaker. If price doesn't close below that reaction, it is still valid. Okay, so pray that it doesn't close above or below, then you're safe. Okay, because then it's just a mere stop hunt, and then you can pair SMT divergence to see whether it is actually a stop hunt or not. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for the theory. Now let's move to live examples so that you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's take a look at Safari. All right, so here's what we can see. All right, now if you just look at Euro USD's price action from London session today, okay, so these are all mentorship stuff. It's pretty much the same things here and there, but if you just look at this price action from the London session, okay, so let's take a look at price from 2 o'clock all the way until 6 o'clock. Okay. Now over here, you can see that there are many setups. Okay. You can literally find a ton of setups inside of the 1 minute chart. Okay. You can literally find a ton of setups inside of the 1 minute chart. Yeah. So looking at this, all right, I'm pretty sure you can't see. Hold up. There's something wrong. Oh no. Give me a second. Bada boom. Okay, now y'all can see. Okay, so here's 2 o'clock. Here's 6 o'clock. That's the London session. Okay, inside of this, you can find a shit ton of setups. Okay, so if you're just looking at this, let's see. Let's see if we can find a breaker. All right. Okay, so price runs up here. Start to break down. Do I have anything here? No, you can use other stuff, but nothing over here, right? So now when you see this here, this one, can you see how that is broken, right? See right there, that's broken by a wick. So that is not a breaker. This is not a breaker. If it was a breaker, then from here, you're going to see lower prices. That did not happen. Okay. And what about this here? Can you see this break here? That, guys, is a breaker. So this right here, this guy right there with that gap over there, that's your breaker. That's your reaction. That is your reaction. Simple as that. Okay. Here, can you see this? This close above it. This closure is telling me, okay, you know what? These series of up close candles, that's my breaker. You see that? The series of up close candles, that is my breaker. Bullish breaker. That is my bullish breaker. Okay. Then here, can you see how we have this high taken out? We have this low gone. So this close, this right here, this closure is telling me, okay, this to this right here, that's my bearish breaker. And did price close above it? No. That's my bearish breaker. That's the sell-off that I'm looking for. Now, the targeting system, that's going to be in another video. That's part of my N30 projections. But this is a nice sell-off. So these are all ping pong opportunities, if you will. I don't condone that, but if you want. Okay. All right, here. Swing high, closed above. Fractal swing low here. Yeah. This series of up close candles, that is your bullish breaker. This swing high, this swing low, very close call, but this close below it. This down close candle is your bearish breaker. Okay, that is your bearish breaker. All right. Now, let me show you an invalidation. Okay. Here now we have swing high gone. We have swing low traded through. Yeah. This, can you see over here? No reaction, right? So we have this one here. Price goes down, forms a structural break there, close below. There's no bearish break. No bearish breaker, right? So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I have no bearish breaker. I wait for one to form. Now, since we are thinking about breakers only, okay, we're waiting for one to form. So let's see. We have high gone. High gone. Now we have low gone. So here, this is your bearish break. So this series of down close candles is your bearish breaker. Okay. Yeah. And that led to this move down. Okay. Now, if you take a look at the current price action that's printing, yeah, we're looking at price from 7:30 onwards. So here all the way until 12. right there. Okay. Forget about the news. Okay, we see. Here's what we can see. Okay. See this here, this break, it's not a close, so it's a problem. So that means any reaction over here is bullshit. Okay, bullshit. Looking for price to trade higher. Okay, so knowing that, can you see how we have this right here, this break? Yeah, is that a breaker? No. Why? We need to see this candle trade above this high. Okay. What else do we have? What's the only thing that we have? We have a bearish order block. This is also a rejection block, kind of. Okay. You're looking for price to trade there, right? So can you see now we have a low taken out, price closes above it. This up close candle here is your bullish breaker. Okay, bullish breaker. It goes up, 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 starts to drop. Okay, now look here, here. This is your, see, it closes down below, right? That's your bearish breaker. Now look, go down, boom, take it out. Now look carefully. Did we close above it? Did this close above it? No. That means what? That means that this setup still has a chance, right? This setup still has a chance. Okay. Down we went. All right. Now look. There. Close down. Okay. What's the breaker? Not these two. This one. See how there's a gap over here with the green candle? No. This is your breaker. Okay, maybe on the higher time frame you can refine it and it will finally be this, but this is your breaker. Goes down. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Cool. Now what? Now, guys, this is where you see the invalidation come into play. Okay. High, higher high, breakdown right there. What happened? This is your breaker. Body is respecting, reacts down. Boom. We close above this reaction. See? We close above this reaction. Now what? You are using this break as an inversion to trade higher, or look at this, right? This candle's low gets taken out. That's a liquidity sweep. Price takes it out, spikes high. So high, higher high, drop. This is your bullish breaker. So this guy right here, this wick is your bullish breaker. Okay. Can you see here? Right here. Did price close above this high? No, it did not. Price go above this high? Yes, it did. It did not close. It did not close, right? So if I am going to be stocking more setups, so for example, if I want to stock more setups, I need to see some type of breaker formation. I'm going to scout the time frames. 4-minute chart, nothing. 3-minute chart. 3-minute chart. Do we have anything? Nope. 2-minute chart. Here we are. This guy right here. Okay. I am now looking at this here as a potential area to see price go long from there. Okay. And we do nothing until price comes into that point. Okay. With that said, that's pretty much it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good luck and good trading. Bye-bye.